Hey Finders, welcome back to Fortune Finds. I am not gonna lie, I am really not that excited for today's video, which I hope that doesn't like deter you guys from watching this, but I just want to be totally honest with you guys. I have been very curious about these 9 eyeshadow palettes from Morphe. And I don't know why. I was so curious. I have been a huge fan of Morphe. I've used their brushes for years. I own the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I'm obsessed with it. It's one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I love their continuous setting spray. I love their blushes that I've received thus far. So I was really interested in seeing how their eyeshadows performed. So I went out, I actually went to Ulta, and I was sifting through all of their eyeshadow palettes, and I have been super just like into natural smoky eyes lately. So I was looking through the palettes and I stumbled upon the sample of the 9B Bronze Babe, and I couldn't find it in a package. I went crazy. I looked all throughout the store. I had like some of the Ulta employees like trying to find me some. They looked online. They said they had like 5. We couldn't find them anywhere. And I feel like that should have been my sign to not buy this eyeshadow palette. Because finally one of the employees found me this puppy right here. And out of all of them, like I cannot deny, like this is a really nice looking palette. However, it does not perform nearly as nice as it looks. The past few days I have been trying to come up with an idea and a look that won't look atrocious, because I have like multiple videos that I have to film today. So whatever eye look it is that I create with this, I'm gonna be wearing in this video and my next 2 videos. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my eyes first. The only thing that I've done to my face is I've moisturized, which I always do, and I did do my brows. I'm gonna show you guys swatches at the end, like I always do. All right, well, let's cross our fingers and hope to Jesus that this doesn't go as awful as I think it's gonna go. So yeah, without further ado, let's stop babbling and let's get on to the makeup video. I just wanna say, like, I love how this says blend the rules on the side of the palette, when this palette does not blend well. And it breaks all the rules of what a good eyeshadow should be. I know, I'm throwing such shade. But honestly, I'm going to be using Morphe products in this video. I do have a few things that have just become staples in my everyday makeup, so I don't want to talk poorly about Morphe. Just because one thing doesn't work for me doesn't mean I'm not going to buy anything from Morphe again. So no hard feelings, but I need to be honest. Why would I tell you guys I love something if it's complete crap? I've tried to use it without primer, I've used it with an eyeshadow primer, and I've used it with concealer, and the best way to get this palette to really blend is with a concealer. So I'm going to be concealing my eyes. I'm just using my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Sealer Concealer, and I'm simply using this because I don't really like this as a concealer. So, you know, I gotta use the things that I buy. So I'm going to bring you guys in, and let's get on with it, shall we? Got it on my eyes, and I did curl my lashes already. So I'm just going to blend this onto the eye using my ring finger, and you can just like get this everywhere. You really don't need to be like too precise. Using my Hourglass Veil translucent setting powder, like I always do, and just taking a little fluffy brush and stamping that on the lid. This is just gonna help the shadow blend a little bit better and not grab onto the lid. This is a good trick for people who are especially new at makeup. This trick really helps to get your shadow to blend the easiest, so you don't really have to work too hard for it. I'm gonna dip into Volcano, which is this dark matte brown, and I'm gonna take that on a flat brush and make sure you tap off the excess. This palette has a ton of fallout, like above my crease, but like following the crease. And it's okay if it looks a little messy. Now, it looks a little crazy, I know, and this doesn't blend very well, this shadow palette. It's also very patchy, so we're just gonna work with what we got. I'm gonna take a little blending brush. This is the JH40 by Morphe, and I'm gonna grab Hang 10, which is this orangey brownish shade right here, and I'm just gonna blend this line. Still looks real crazy. Dear God, and please let us get through this video. All right. I'm gonna take a clean blending brush. This is the Glamour Dolls, just a blending brush, and I'm gonna go over this. just to infuse the two colors, I'm gonna take my concealer, I'm gonna apply it on the back of my hand. I said that really weird. On the back of my hand, on the back of my hand. This little concealer brush, this is a Japanese concealer brush. Now I am literally like digging the concealer into my crease. So I'm just following that line. You can see I'm like really pressing and then dragging that concealer down. I'm gonna clean up this tail a little bit. But we're also gonna use a makeup remover wipe at the end. So you can just wait for that if you want. I don't really know what we're doing. Can you tell? I'm just gonna throw a little bit more onto the lid just because I really want my lid to be tacky so it can adhere to the shimmer shade we're about to throw on. And I'm gonna grab the shade Sunnies. I would grab this one. That is my favorite color of the palette, but it performs like crap. There's like no color payoff. So I'm gonna grab Sunnies and I'm gonna grab it on my ring finger. And I'm just gonna pat this where we just put all that concealer. And I have tried to apply the shimmer shades with a wet flat brush, packing it in. Honestly, the best way is to apply it with your fingers, and it still isn't that great. So I'm gonna go back in that skinny little blending brush we had, go into the shade Road Trip, pack that into the crease again. Going back in with that clean blending brush. Taking a brown eyeliner. This is a felt tip liquid eyeliner. This is from Lorac and it is in the shade dark brown. And I'm just gonna do a wing on my eye because you know, wings save everything. This is how I've been doing my wing. So I take the pencil and I point it like this. So to the edge of your nose, to the edge of your nose and up. That's where your wing is supposed to go. So I just draw that line like that. And now I'm gonna draw that in. Okay, I feel like that liner did a lot for us. Am I the only one that thinks that? I can't be the only one that thinks that. I'm gonna go back in to Sunnies. Grab a small little pencil brush, Morphe GH39, along the brow, on the inner corner. I'm gonna hop off camera. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye and then we will reconvene. So if you're doing this with me, pause me, go grab your makeup remover wipes, and then we will meet back here in just as we're gonna clean up that mess that we made on the side of our face because this line here is really bringing our face down. We want it to lift. Then you can go underneath the eye as well because there is gonna be some fallout because there is fallout in this palette. Those are both eyes cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna hop off camera. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face just because I don't want this video to be like 20-25 minutes long. Maybe throw on some lashes. So just give me 1 minute, I'll be right back. Oh my God, guys. When I literally tell you it just took me 45 minutes to put these lashes on, I am not kidding you. I feel like today is just like not my makeup day. This is the first time that I ever tried the Ardell Faux Mink lashes in number 811. Never again will I ever wear these. And I bought a 4-pack and they're literally atrocious. So I feel like this was the perfect video for you guys to watch as to what not to spend your money on. So let's go ahead and let's move on to blush. Okay, so this is my current favorite blush. It is Morphe and it is in the shade Spirit. Morphe GH05 brush. I'm just gonna pat this on the apples of my cheeks. And I do this thing where I like bring it down the side of my nose and then up. Don't know, just my thing. Now I'm gonna douse my face in another Morphe product that I love. This is the Continuous Setting Mist. I use this in like every single video of mine. gonna use my Wet n Wild Mega Glow in Blossom Glow. I've literally been using this in every video, but don't care. Love it so much. And I feel like in all that time it took me to apply my lashes, like I could have filmed the 3 videos that I wanted to film today that I probably won't film now because that literally took forever. Love this highlight, it's so good. I don't like leaving my lower lashes naked. Like I want to throw a little bit of shade under there. I just feel like insecure about it. I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna go back into this palette, Road Trip, on a pencil brush. Throw that underneath a little bit, just a little bit of color. And I'm bringing it all the way in. See like what a difference that makes. I didn't add a lot. It just, I feel like it really just brings the whole look together and makes it really look complete. A fluffier blending brush, but a small one. This is just a Japanese blending brush, and I'm gonna grab Faux Real. I'm gonna grab a nude shade liner, the Stila Smudge Kajal eyeliner in nude, and I'm just gonna use this on the bottom lash line. And I'm just lining my waterline with this. This is just gonna make the eye look bigger, like you can, like that makes my eye look more open and awake. Line my bottom lashes. I'm gonna be using the Smashbox Always On liquid lipsticks. Actually filming a swatch video of these right after this. So if you haven't seen the video of these lipsticks, you should totally check it out. They're amazing and great. I will link that video down below. Alright guys, and this is the finished makeup look. I have to say, although it took forever and although it was a struggle, like I'm happy with how this came out. I think the eyes look really good. I just wouldn't buy this palette. You know, it is what it is. Like I just didn't enjoy this palette. If you like this, cool. You might want this palette, but also take into consideration the fact that I did not use every shade in this palette, and the shades that I didn't use are for a reason. So I'm gonna go ahead and I will swatch them all for you. Sunny's, what we used on the lid. This is Hang 10 that we used in the crease. One of the many colors we used in the crease. Road Trip, Beach Please, Vacay, Now Boarding, Volcano, Midnight Dip, Faux Real. I did use Faux Real underneath the eye on the bottom lash line, but you might be asking me, like, lady, why didn't you use this shade? It swatches really well. Well, the thing about the shimmers in this palette is that although they swatch pretty nicely, they don't go on the eyes very nicely. It doesn't give like that pow pigment effect. It's just like, a shimmer is a shimmer is a shimmer. A shimmer should be shimmery and shiny and just like brighten in your face. Now, Faux, I put it under the eyes and it did a nice job underneath the eyes. It gave like a light copper feel. But if I were to pack this on the lid, I don't want a light copper feel. I want like what it looks like in the pan. I want like a pow in your face like moment. Overall layout of this palette is beautiful, but they just don't apply as beautifully as they are. You can see they're chalky, they're not fluid, although this applied really pretty. Like it's very chunky. I don't know if you can see like how chunky it is up top. If you do own this palette or if you are going to buy this palette, because hey, just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you're not gonna like it. The best way to prep your eyes for these shadows is with concealer, which is what we did today. Otherwise, they're gonna just go on patchy, or you're just gonna blend and blend and blend until it's gone. I think you should save yourself the $12. That's like 5 Starbucks that I could have bought instead of this palette because I'm addicted to Starbucks. There's so much makeup out there that I want, not only you guys, but also myself. Like I want us to know like what's the best of the best, what is worth going out there and spending your hard-earned money on, because there's so much makeup out there. The beauty industry is so saturated with products, like what's good? And I don't think this is good, and I would not recommend this. And I am glad that I went out and finally tried it, because I wanted to buy these palettes as Christmas gifts, but I thought to myself, like, I don't think it's okay for me to buy products for people that I love and care about that I haven't tried. So that was the reasoning behind this. I was gonna buy my sister and my aunt a Morphe palette. So if you guys are watching this, which my sister probably isn't, but I know my Aunt Debbie watches all my videos, so I didn't buy this for you, sorry. But also, you're welcome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Leave it a big thumbs up down below. Leave me some love in the comments. Do you own any Morphe palettes? Do you like Morphe shadows? What are some of your favorite Morphe products? Please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed. I would love for you to become a part of my little Fortune Finds family. We do a lot of review videos like this. And like I said, I'm just here to help you guys sift through the ins and outs of the makeup world. There's so much makeup, you know, and I have a lot of it. And be sure to click the bell button, this way you get a notification every time I upload a video here on my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Finders. Mwah.